What is going on, everybody? My name is Japes, and welcome to another episode of Deck Decider. I asked you guys yesterday, I said, what four leagues would you most like me to use for Deck Decider? The top league was Serie A, second Bundesliga, third Liga Portuguesa, and the fourth was the Eredivisie. So we're going to match those up with the suits just like we did last time. So hearts will be the Serie A, spades will be the Bundesliga, clubs will be the Liga Portuguesa, and diamonds will be the Eredivisie. Now, obviously, you don't have 90 rated or above players in a lot of these leagues, and that's the Serie A, Liga Portuguesa, and the Eredivisie. So what I did is I went the 90 and down to the top rated players. So the top rated player, for instance, in the Serie A is an 87. So I changed the numbers all by 3. Now I'm going to go ahead and randomly shuffle these cards out, and you guys will be able to see what kind of draw we get, and it's actually an incredible draw. Look at that. We've got 2 aces, 2 jacks, a 10, a king, and a joker, or 2 10s, a king, and a joker. So that's incredible. Lowest rated players is a 5, and when it happens that way, you've got to be pretty excited about that. So this is the general rating system that I use. Now, as I said, Serie A, the top rated player is an 87. So since it's an 87, aces for the Serie A is going to be 87 and above, and then it's going to go on down in the normal system. So, you know, a king then for the Serie A is going to be an 85 to 86, so on and so forth, all the way down. And that's the way I worked it. The Eredivisie, the highest rated player, I can't remember, I think it was an 82, and so obviously then it goes down from there. But you guys will see the way it works out with the draw, and it actually was still okay. And this was a very challenging squad to build initially, and I had to use a formation that I don't really like, and that's the 4-5-1. You can see how all the cards play out right there. The Ace of Hearts, the star of the episode, but we're starting with the Serie A keeper, and that is Frizon, plays for Catania. He is your average silver keeper, nothing special right there. At left back, we've got Wijnaldum. And he's actually a really strong bronze left back. He's actually quite large, or he's a big enough guy. So very, very good if you're building a bronze Eredivisie side. We've got Douglas, who formerly is a Brazilian in past FIFAs, but plays for FC20. He is Dutch this year. Silvestre, the Inter center back. We've used him before. He's very, very good for his price, especially paid 600 coins for him. We're using Jonathan, the Brazilian right back, and he's okay. He's pacey enough, and he likes to get forward. So I guess that's not bad. At right mid, we're using Gaetan. He's going to be filling out the one Portuguesa card that we drew, but we're going to use our Joker card to link up nicely with his compatriot from Argentina and his fellow Benfica player, Pablo Aimar. The Ace of Hearts, the best player in this episode, Wesley Sneijder. Obviously, he's now transferred to the Turkcell Super League, but we're taking his Inter version, and we're going to be using him as our center mid to get all the links. We've got Toni Kroos' first inform card as our attacking mid. And again, Franck Ribéry showing up as we drew another ace from the Bundesliga. So I'll be giving him away at the end of the episode. So stay tuned for that if that's something you're interested in. Also, this episode gets to 6,000 likes, then I'll go ahead and I'm going to give that first inform Toni Kroos away as well. So that'll be done that giveaway will be seen then in the next Deck Decider. You can see my record and all that stuff up in the top right. But this is the squad as we're looking, making sure everybody's at good fitness, good morale, and we are on into the Gold Cup for the first match. Elite Reloads, Bestiality, and he's using the 4-5-1. And a Spanish team, and he does some nice bit of work here with Fabregas. I didn't manage to take it away from him, and he manages to put it away. 5th minute, getting that early lead, putting me on the back foot. This is not how I envision this tournament starting, but he kicks a goal kick straight up, straight down the middle, and Mario Mandzukic is strong enough and fast enough and has a good enough shot to be able to just put it away on a very, very easy and simple counterattack. This is why when I take goal kicks, I do not kick it straight down the middle, because your defenders just stand there and don't know what to do. It's one of those bizarre things on FIFA that kind of needs to be looked at. The AI on set pieces out of the defense is just kind of poor. Mandzukic, nice bit of work. Going to find some overlapping runs. Franck Ribéry, though, that near post is going to be where it is going to go, and crushes it into the back of the net in the 50th minute. I'm going to go ahead. You guys can keep the game. We're going to keep the gameplay going, but I'm going to talk about the 4-5-1 in general and why it is not one of my favorite formations on the game. I was actually talking to Cal Freezy about this, and I said, have you ever used a 4-5-1 on FIFA? He was like, yeah, I did a squad builder, and I told people, don't use this formation. Now, I'm not going to go to that extreme. I don't think it's a do not use formation, but you have to have the right type of players to make the 4-5-1 work. I did not have quick enough and pacey enough attacking mids for the way that it seemed like I wanted to play a 4-5-1. I also use Wesley Sneijder as a center mid, and while he was incredible for me from that center mid spot, he did not do his job defensively at all. There were plenty of times when Sneijder was the one leading the break. Yeah, leading the break from that center mid spot when he really should have 3, if not 4 players in front of him. But all in all, you'd think that it'd be, excellent for keeping possession as well, but I felt kind of the way I feel about the 4-3-3 sometimes. The 4-5-1 passes a lot of times can seem very predictable, and it's not a formation where your attacking mids tend to get trapped sometimes as well if the outside mid doesn't overlap fast enough, or if your striker doesn't make a good off the ball run. You can find yourself kind of trapped, and your center mid doesn't always come up for support because Wesley Sneijder was sometimes making a run all the way out on the wing, and that's kind of why this formation got a little bit frustrating for me. Now, with that said, it does have some positives, and that is it can be absolutely lethal on a counter. And if you come up against the right type of opposition, you are able to hold possession and really boss the midfield. And it makes it very, very difficult for your opponent to bypass your midfield because of the way the players all stack in. Get really lucky to get the ball back right here, but this is a don't throw it straight down the middle unless your keeper's got the long throw trade. It's just too easy to get little counterattacks like that. Mario Mandzukic going to crush it in at the far post. He's a very good striker on this game. Sometimes it feels like he's a little bit sluggish and he lacks a little bit of pace, but for the most part, he does the job, and he's got 88 headings. So if you're a cross-happy player, he's definitely one to check out. And this is a nice bit of work between Ribéry and Mandzukic. Every time that Ribéry got free on the overlap, things were going to happen in a positive way for me. Pablo Aimar, nice little diving header to give us a 2-goal lead going in at the half. And Aimar is a clever little player on this game. He almost fits the mold of what I really wanted to do with the 4-5-1. He just needs a little bit more pace for me. And some of you guys are going to say, well, Japes, you're just kind of like a pace whore and blah, 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 blah. But, I'm using Toni Kroos right now. He's 58 pace, 59 pace. Aimar's 74 pace. And Mandzukic 78 pace, Wesley Sneijder 78. So I don't know. We have pacey players on the wing. Obviously, Gaetan's somewhere in the mid-80s. Ribéry up at 90, and that's a lovely strike from Sneijder. But I don't necessarily always want Sneijder to get into that position if he's, technically going to be my holding midfielder. He didn't actually end up that way. This is a nice little counterattack. Toni Kroos finally getting free, and his shot is just so good on FIFA. Both feet, his free kicks are ridiculous, over 90 in every category. He's one of those players that if you feel comfortable, not having tons of pace, and if you want somebody to just sit in that hole, ping passes around, take those long shots, and play just wondrous through balls, he's a guy for you. And he's very, very strong on the ball as well, and that's something not to be overlooked. You got to one of the things that I don't see people do enough is using the left stick to hold possession. And what I mean by that is you're able to, if somebody tries to get on your shoulder with the push and pull, you just rotate the left stick over and around to the other side, and you're going to be able to just do a quick little spin around the player and get free. And it's one of those things where people are like, oh, that's kind of like a glitch in the game. Not really, because, true defending, your players aren't going to be trying to like jump in front of them, because if they get beaten on just a little bit of a spin move in real football, that is embarrassing. Managed to get a lucky little penalty. Toni Kroos getting free, gets kind of clipped from behind. Mario Mandzukic, though, 88 penalty kick taking. That's fantastic stat. Managed to put it away in the 35th minute to bring us back level at 1-1. Full time, though, we're still going in at 1-1, which is, this was a very dicey match. I managed to hold a lot of the possession, which you're very able to do with a 4-5-1 formation. You have to be careful, though, when you pick your LBA passes to go forward. And what I mean by LBA is your 1-2s. And that's the way I break down most people on FIFA, is quick little 1-2 passes. And if you pick the right times to do it, all will be well. Toni Kroos showing his strength and winning the ball back right there. 105th minute to give us a 2-1 lead. That would more than likely be all that we would need. Also, though, with the 4-5-1, one of the issues that this formation has is it really feels like there is nobody protecting your two center backs. You have that holding mid, that center mid, and obviously I'm pretty sure Wesley Sneijder has a high attacking work rate, and there he is on the break again, but I'll take that because that is a fantastic volley to hit in the 118th minute. Go on, Wesley, pat that thigh. And if you guys remember back from Path to Power in FIFA 12, Wesley was one of my favorite players to use. He actually hits top net right there, so that is just a lovely, lovely strike. But there's nobody protecting your back two. And when your back two aren't extremely pacey players, you know, Douglas is 66 pace, Sylvester's 70, and 70 is usually fine for me. 66, generally it's okay. Douglas is a very strong center back, so if he can get his hands on you, you're probably not going to be running by him. But it kind of left me wanting a little bit more presence in that holding midfield. Fellaini would probably be a good shout for the type of holding midfielder that you need to make this formation work. This is going to be a nice sequence here. Going to get a little bit lucky a few times to retain possession. First being right here. Now I should have dropped it back to Sneijder, but I did not. Pablo Aimar managed to keep possession. Another errant touch, but it's Franck Ribéry now doing what Franck does best on FIFA, and that is taking players on the wing. Just a lovely skill sequence. Manages to take a deflection, but get by the goalkeeper. Can't stop it. 26th minute. Fantastic start to the final. And when you get a goal like that as the first goal in a final, your opponent's kind of like, oh man, like not only did I just get done on that dribbling sequence, but he's now scored first on me, and it's still an early goal. 26th minute, could be in for a long day. So 41st minute now. Wesley gonna win the ball away. Wesley Sneijder play 1-2 with Mandzukic, and I thought, you know what? I actually have a lot of free space right here. Let's tee this up. An absolute thunderbolt right into the back of the net at the far post in the 42nd minute. That is what makes him player of this episode. He would be best in an attacking mid-roll because he turns up all over the place going forward. He only has 3-star skills this year, but he's one of those players that is a right place, right time sort of attacker. He's got ridiculous ball control and a ridiculous shot as well. Toni Kroos, this is what I'm talking about with his strength, kind of spinning around, managing to keep possession. Accidentally hit B right there, but he wins it back and gets taken down in the box. This guy has had enough, and that is the way we're going to close out this episode with another Gold Cup victory. I want to say thank you guys for your support. Thank you all for watching. Now you're gonna see up on the screen here, I'm gonna go through back to random.org, randomly pick a page for the comments and randomly pick a number on that page, and that person is gonna get Franck. So if that is you, message me on YouTube after this match and we will get you your card. Thank you guys for watching. Remember, if this gets to 6,000 likes, I'll be giving away the Toni Kroos as well. Other than that, my name is Japes, and I will catch you all next time. Guys, so what we're looking at on the screen right now is the comment section on the video for the Franck Ribéry giveaway from the last deck decider. Remember, if you want to be entered into this one for the Toni Kroos, then go ahead and leave a comment and a like on this video and we can get that done. But this is a cool little website. You enter each of the comment pages. There were 6 total comment pages worth for something like 20 or 2,200 and something along those comments, not including the duplicates, as there always are a few of those. But I went ahead and compiled a list of everybody and put it into this notepad, and you can see there are loads of names here. We're going to go ahead and select all of them, and I'm going to go over to the random.org and list section this time. So not playing cards, not a random number, just the list. So we're going to enter all of the list items right here. Going to go ahead and click on randomize to give us a winner, and it is OK Let's Play with 2 S's. So assuming that you are on Xbox, actually if you're on PS3, we can sort that out as well. Not an issue. Go ahead and send me a message on YouTube and we'll figure out how to get you Franck. So remember to, same thing goes for Toni Kroos this time. Want to say thank you all for your support. Thank you all for watching. Other than that, my name is Japes, and I will catch you all next time.